Are you planning to hire a small business to handle your marketing, bookkeeping, or virtual assistance needs? Be warned, choosing the wrong partner can cost you time, money, and momentum. I'm Lou, your go-to entrepreneurial advisor. If you're feeling stuck with your business idea, struggling to secure funding, or unsure about your next steps, you're in the right place. Let's turn confusion into clear, actionable steps so you can confidently launch and grow your business. By the end of this video, you'll know how to identify red flags, implement strategies to safeguard your business, and hire partners who prioritize your success, saving you time, money, and stress. One of my clients hired a social media manager to grow her online presence. On paper, they seem like the perfect fit. Great portfolio, glowing reviews, and a confident pitch. But over time, my client realized her business wasn't the priority. The social media manager was more focused on building their own brand than delivering for hers. The client's posts were rushed, inconsistent, and didn't align with her goals, and by the time she caught on, months of progress were lost. That experience taught her and me the importance of spotting red flags early. When considering a business to work with, one of the biggest red flags for me is a lack of transparency. If they can't clearly explain their services, pricing, or timelines, it immediately raises concerns. Vague contracts and evasive answers often lead to unmet expectations and unnecessary frustration. That's why I always ask for a detailed proposal or scope of work that clearly outlines deliverables, timelines, and costs. I also make it a point to dig a little deeper by asking questions like, how do you handle unexpected changes or additional requests during a project? Or, can you share examples of similar contracts or projects you've successfully completed? These questions help me gauge their clarity and experience up front. Another red flag I pay attention to is over-promising results. I'm cautious of businesses that guarantee outcomes that seem too good to be true, like overnight success or dramatic improvements with little effort. Promises like these often indicate a lack of expertise or worse, dishonesty. Instead, I look for providers who set realistic expectations and back them up with a clear, actionable plan. Asking questions like, what specific results can I expect and how will those results be measured? Or, what challenges have you faced with clients similar to me and how did you overcome them? Helps me separate hype from reality. I also ask, how do you set realistic expectations with your clients? Their answers will reveal whether they understand the complexity of my needs and can deliver in a practical way. I've also experienced a red flag when a business prioritizes their own brand over mine. I once had a client hire a social media manager who was more focused on growing their own brand than delivering results for hers. To avoid this, I always review their past work carefully and check reviews or testimonials to see if they have a proven track record of prioritizing their clients' outcomes. I also ask questions like, how do you ensure that the client work remains your top priority over your own projects? Or, can you share examples of campaigns or deliverables that were tailored specifically to the client's goals? Another great question is, how do you balance promoting your brand while meeting your clients' expectations? These questions help me understand their focus and priorities. Poor communication is another red flag I've encountered. If a business struggles to communicate during the hiring process, it's likely to get worse once we're working together. Poor communication leads to confusion, missed deadlines, and frustration, and no one has time for that. That's why I test their communication skills early by asking specific questions and request follow-ups. I pay close attention to how promptly and thoroughly they respond. I also ask questions like, what is your preferred method and frequency of communication with clients? Or, how do you handle situations where a client needs urgent updates or support? One of my favorites to ask is, can you share an example of how you've resolved a communication issue with a client? Strong communication is key, and this helps me spot potential issues before they arise. And finally, a lack of client-focused systems is a red flag I can't ignore. Without structured workflows or systems, businesses often miss deadlines and deliver inconsistent results. If they can't explain their process for managing tasks, it's likely they don't have one, and that's a problem. I look for service providers who use project management tools or well-defined systems to track progress and keep me in the loop. So I ask questions like, what systems do you use to track progress, manage tasks, and meet deadlines? Or, how do you ensure accountability within your team to meet client expectations? I even request, can I see a sample report or update you provide your clients? This shows me how organized and client-focused they truly are. By recognizing these 5 red flags, lack of transparency, over-promising results, prioritizing their brand over yours, poor communication, and lack of systems, and knowing how to address them, I set myself up for partnerships that truly support my business and drive success. Hiring another small business to support your operations can be a game changer, but only if you choose the right partner. By watching for these red flags, lack of transparency, overpromising results, prioritizing their brand over yours, poor communication, and disorganized systems, and following the actionable solutions and key questions I shared, you can avoid costly mistakes and build a reliable team that drives your success. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and share it with other entrepreneurs who are making hiring decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I like that part at the end. Come on.